What's up, everyone? Fix my shit. What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another huge bump on my face. What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Fuck This Review, where tonight I'm finally getting to it. Sorry it took so long, but I wanted to sit with the album a bit. Tonight, I'm going to be discussing the new Freddie Gibbs album, Sold Separately. That's so hard to say. Sold separately. Before I start this, let me take a shot. Or a sip. Excuse me. This is my first Freddie Gibbs review. Album review. I know I did a live reaction to the, what was it, Ice Cream or something, with Rick Ross a couple months back. So going into this, I was, because I love the Madlib album. I love the Alchemist album. I wanted to see what he had to offer. I feel like this is his like kind of not major debut. Feel like because he's got like 5 albums already, but it feels like the restart for Freddie Gibbs as an artist. Like this is probably the biggest he's been. I know the first week he did over 20,000, which is good for relatively an underground rapper, you know what I mean? And with the album, I was excited to hear what he was gonna do. Like I seen footage of him with Pharrell in the studio and Neptunes, and he's been like on a fucking living spree of like recording type shit. So I was just eager to see what the album would sound like. And my first thoughts, I enjoyed most of it. That's what I'll say. I enjoyed most of it. The things I didn't like, I'll discuss as well, but I'll save those towards the end. But for the most part, I did enjoy the album. It's good rapping on there. The beats were okay. Like I'm not gonna say like it was no beat on here that I just felt like I was just like floored by anyway. But he sounded good on the album. So yeah, that's my first thoughts. Nothing too harsh, nothing too praising, right in the middle. If you new to my channel, what I usually do, get my first thoughts, and then I would, just talk about how I feel about some of the songs. So let's get into it. The first song on here features Kelly Price, which is like dope to me. For those that know me, I love like 90s R&B. So seeing Kelly Price on the track list of a Freddie Gibbs album was just dope, right? Couldn't Be Done. I love that sample, how it comes on. Dum 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 dum. Like I love that whole vibe of it. Let me see something. So who did that beat? Super Miles and Swoopy or Swoop, whoever that is. And I enjoyed it. It was a great intro. Like I'm not gonna take anything from it. And to have Kelly Price at the end, like it just felt good. You know what I mean? It felt like like I said, it felt like a triumphant return type of thing to me. Without overdoing it too much, it just felt like, wow, Freddie's arrived kind of sound to me. That's what I thought. Like I could be wrong and you can feel different. Let me know in the comments. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. The Going to Blackest in the Room, which is probably one of my favorites on the album. Oh, that reminded me because he starts Blackest in the Room off with Where Would You Go, Who Would You Do, Who Would You Screw kind of thing from 24 Hours to Live by Mace. And one thing I noticed was that he frequently shouted out and referenced like opening lines. A lot of his opening lines were rap lyrics. Like he was paying homage to somebody. So Mace here, he had one. I think even on a Pusha T song, he did like a Wayne reference. It was more Tupac. And if I wasn't high, I'd probably try to blow my brains out. Like he did that one on here. I think he did a Biggie one. Shit, it was some more, but I really appreciated how he just incorporated that into the album. One of my favorite lines from that song that stood out to me was when he was talking about how the warden put him in a hole because he wouldn't spit raps, like on some coon type shit. And I just fucking was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Imagine being in jail, and I'm assuming it could have been the one when he was overseas and is like trying to make like on some 5 heartbeats type shit. You know what I mean? So like I thought that was dope. And that's one thing too. The album was really personal to me. Like not personal to me, but the album seemed really personal to him. He talked about his women in his life, Child's mom and things of that nature. He talked about Gary, Indiana, the upbringing, and his niggas there. He talked about bringing his niggas with him. He talked about the Jeezy situation, what was dope, that he finally extended that olive branch. Like, that's what I took that as. He was extending the olive branch to Jeezy, and even recognizing his own faults. Like, damn, I could have, I could have just chilled out, but the best thing you did was make me a boss type thing. You know what I mean? Like, I thought that was just dope. Sorry, I went way past Blackest in the Room. Pain and Strife with Offset. I did appreciate, and one of my knocks, I'll just start them now. I feel like some of the songs, he got features on there just because. And I feel like he could have, like, a lot of the songs feel short. They're 2 verses, one from him, let's say one from Offset, or one from him, one from Moneybagg Yo, one from him, one from Scarface, one from him, one from Rick Ross. Like, it feels like the songs, a lot of the songs were kind of incomplete. To me, that was one of my biggest, like, gripes. That was one of my biggest gripes with the album. Is like, I'm hearing great raps, but I don't know if it feels all the way complete. Let me know how you felt about that in the comments. But Pain and Strife with Offset was cool. It had to be recent because Offset touched on buying himself out of his QC deal. I always congratulate an artist I always will congratulate an artist for just bossing up and taking that independence back. So I appreciate that. But the song itself, Zipper Bag's fucking dope. Too Much. Too Much has that it's a sample in Too Much. It's because they do it in there, and then it kind of bleeds into the next record, Lobster Omelet with Rick Ross. It's either all this love is waiting for you, my man. I'm not sure if that's what is it? The Barge. I think it's The Barge, or it was another band or group that was just like Shalimar. Oh, Shalimar. I think it was Shalimar. It was either one of those two, the Barges or Shalimar. I don't know. But I love that flip. Like, that flip was dope. I like Moneybagg Yo on there. The transition from how that, like, to keep the sample going and trickling it into Lobster Omelets, I thought was dope. I thought it was dope that he also had, like, I forget his real name. He always on All Def Digital. He plays Black Jesus. He was on here. He had what's the comedian? Fuck, I forget his name. He's always with Dave Chappelle. He's always with Dave Chappelle. Every picture I see with Dave Chappelle, he's at the show. Thought that was dope to have that, and even have it was like a voicemail. It was like, yo, we gotta finish the fucking album. We like wasting budgets type shit. I thought that was cool. I like skits like that. Like, that's just comes at the end of a track, or just not too long, but it helps. I don't like fucking skits by themselves, or just random stupid skits like on who album was that I listened to? Was it Brent Faiyaz? It was just dumb skits all over, like riddled with dumb skits. Lobster Omelet with Ross, I think was that was a better song between them two, other than that was a better song than the Ice Cream one. I think Jake One did that. Shout out to Jake One. I think Justice League did some production on here as well. Space Rabbit is fucking dope. Feel No Pain. That one was like, I don't know what it is. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with Feel No Pain with Anderson .Paak and Raekwon. Like, I feel like I should really love this song, but I really don't. Like, it's weird. Like, because it sounds like an Anderson .Paak song. And I love Anderson .Paak, but I don't know. It was just something about it that just, like, I can't. Like, I want to like it, but I really don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, one of those things. Like, I should like this. It's fucking Anderson .Paak, Freddie Gibbs, and Raekwon. Like, this is dope. But I don't know. I just couldn't vibe with it. Rabbit Vision is another one that's just one of my favorites as well. Like, the songs he has the songs he had by himself are probably the standouts to me. Just because they feel more complete. I'll say that. PYS with DJ Paul, it was cool. It's always cool. It's always great to see, like, that 3 6 Mafia lineage still going. Like, to hear DJ Paul still producing for Freddie or for Drake, and still getting the features now. And Juicy J, the same. I think that's just a testament to their talent and what they brought to the game. And it's just dope. It's just dope to see, you know. Dark Hearted is the shit too. One of the ones where he gets kind of personal. It has like this. It has a darker feel compared to everything else on the album to me. And even with that like quick snare and percussion on there, Gold Rings with Pusher was cool. But I think he quoted. I think he did the Biggie on there, like "From Me and My Bitch." See, like another one, like I think he did the Biggie one on there and the Wayne joint on there, like reference on there. Pusha just shows up. Pusha always does what Pusha's gonna do. Pusha's Pusha. Grandma Stove. I thought was a good song until it got to Music Soul Child. I thought those were like. I was like, this ain't the Music Soul Child voice that like did something happen to Music voice? Not saying that he lost or anything, but it just sounds. It didn't sound like Music Soul Child to me, and it threw me off. Like every time I listen to the song, I'm like, this don't sound right. I don't know, but I like that song up until Music Soul Child. CIA. What was that? Oh, crack, Instagram, and AIDS. That's what. That's what CIA stands for. Crack, Instagram, and AIDS. That's what they gave us. That's so funny, man. Fuck, I done lost train of thought. He also sent a shot at. I love rap because you could just send shots at niggas and it just be for the love of the game. But like YK Osiris, he was like, I need my money back. You can never YK Osiris me. Like banned from Instagram but still made millions. I thought it was dope. You would see like niggas like Boosie who be going off on Insta. Please let me back on the sites. Like nah, nigga, you don't need that shit, man. The real closer with Scarface, it was just so dope to hear Scarface again, like, cause he's so great that, and he's a legend, so he don't really have to do shit. But when you hear him, and just to know that, oh shit, he fucks with Freddie Gibbs, that's fucking cool. Like, and even him saying at the end, I was just having a conversation with some friends the other day, and I was telling them how, you know, our ancestors and shit, like our parents and uncles, whatever, they lack accountability. And I love how Scarface was on here, and like one of his last things he said was like, we failed the you kind of thing. Like they used to have OGs and O heads and shit, and we kind of failed them in that aspect. And I thought that was just dope. And for 15 songs, it doesn't seem that long. Like I swear the album's probably like 39 minutes, 40 minutes, some shit like that. Like, now the gripes. I feel like I said before, I feel like some of the songs feel incomplete. I feel like really don't know the direction of this album. I really don't know what it's supposed to be. It does sound, there are a bunch of great and good songs on here, but for the most part, I don't know what I'm supposed to be listening to, and that could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. Because if like you can still be good, but if I don't even know what you're not that I don't know what you're talking about, because I comprehend quite well, but it's just like I don't really feel it. And I hate that, because like I love rap music and I love great rap and I love great rap albums and I love, you know, all that shit, like the shit you're supposed to like. But like if I don't feel it, I don't feel it. And that's how I feel about this album. Like it's dope shit on here, but I don't really like, I don't really think I'm gonna take a lot of none of these songs changed my life. I'm gonna say that without shitting on it. None of these songs changed my life, but they're good, you know. So let me get into my best songs. Those are my gripes. They're not bad, but it was like, damn nigga, you just shit on everything. Best songs, I have Decoded, Blackest in the Room, and Space Rabbit. Worst song, I'm gonna go with Pain and Strife. Best line, he said, these diamonds come from pressure, nigga. Sometimes I feel like we so dope just to impress a nigga. And that's like, Jesus, the truth. There's so many people putting those in, who come up in the environment that I came up in, and I feel like we do it out of peer pressure a lot of times. Like we don't even try to and strive for something else because this is all we see and this will impress this little neighborhood we live in, type of thing. But that's why I fuck with that line. That line kind of like stuck out to me. But let's wrap this up though. Yeah. In closing, when it comes to Freddie Gibbs, so separately, I did it perfectly that time. Like I said, it's some great music on here, great songs, good songs. but none of it really like sticks to me. And I've been sitting with it for like 2 weeks now, so you know, like by this time I know. But I would still like to give Freddie his props for even, not even. I want to give Freddie his props for like I could step out of myself and still say like this is a good album. You should check it out. Just because it didn't hit home for me don't mean it won't hit home for you. You know what I mean? It's still a great rap album. Good raps, nice beats. Like what else you want? Short. Like it's not even great. Some great guest features on here. Like and I feel like this is if you do I think it's better than Bandana or Alfredo? Absolutely not. But it's still but that was like that's my sound of hip hop that I really love. But it's still a great body of work. Freddie, I think you did you did your job. I mean that's all I can say. What more can I say? I should have that tagline in here somewhere. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you thought about the new Freddie Gibbs album. Drop me your 3 favorite songs off this album, and did it live up to your expectations? Do you like it more than Alfredo or Bandana? Let me know in the comments, and I hope I didn't sound too harsh because I didn't want to sound harsh, really. I just wanted to be I just wanted to be truthful. But as always, fuck this review. I'm Tatum. Peace.